My fiancée vanished 2 weeks before our wedding and then posted her honeymoon with my best friend. So I exposed every lie, every dollar, and made sure the whole world saw it. They say your wedding is supposed to be the happiest day of your life. Mine never happened. I'm Jordan Kaur, 32, software architect, and until last spring, I thought I had everything figured out. A solid career, a downtown condo with a balcony view, a woman I was sure I'd spend the rest of my life with. Her name was Ava. Blonde curls, chaotic laugh, fierce in debates, and soft in the quiet moments. We met at a friend's board game night during the pandemic. She beat me at Settlers of Catan and stole my heart with her trash talk. Fast forward 3 years, we're engaged. The ring fit perfectly. The venue was booked, the guest list finalized, and the countdown app on my phone said 15 days. Then she disappeared. Not ran errands and forgot to text, disappeared. Gone. No note, no calls. Her phone was dead. Her location turned off. Her apartment was empty except for the ring she left on the kitchen counter, next to a glass of half-drunk wine and a single folded post-it that just said, "I'm sorry." It didn't make sense. She wasn't the type to ghost. We had a joint savings account. Her dress was already altered. My parents had flown in from Vancouver. And then it got worse. 12 days later, she posted a photo on her private Instagram account. She hadn't blocked me. Maybe she wanted me to see it. A beach in Greece. Her in a white dress, not the wedding dress, but still white, smiling next to someone I hadn't expected. My best friend, Noah. The caption? Forever started early. I stared at that photo for a long time. I didn't feel angry at first, just blank. Like my brain had shut down to stop the pain from coming in all at once. I didn't comment. I didn't text her. I just sat there, on the couch where she and I used to plan our future, and tried to understand when that future had shattered. Noah had been my friend since university. We'd played on the same intramural team. He was the one who introduced me to bourbon. He helped me move apartments 3 times. He was my best man, and now he was honeymooning with my almost wife. I didn't go to work for a week. When I finally did, I found a manila envelope in my desk drawer. No name, no note. Just a collection of photos that would change everything. Photos of Ava and Noah, together. Some recent, some from over a year ago. There was one taken on my birthday. While I was blowing out candles in the foreground, they were holding hands in the background. Someone wanted me to know the truth, and I was going to find out who. I didn't sleep the night I saw the post. You'd think a man would scream or smash something or drown himself in whiskey. But the truth is, I just sat there, numb. Thumb hovering over the screen, watching the story loop on her Instagram. Her, in a white dress, twirling barefoot on the beach. Him, shirtless, holding her hand and laughing like we'd all made it. It wasn't even the photos that killed me. It was the caption. Never been happier. Soulmates don't always show up the way you expect, but they always find you. Soulmates. She wrote that about Eli, my best friend since I was 9. And then I noticed the likes, his sister, her coworkers, some of our mutuals. They knew, or they'd accepted it, or maybe they'd never been on my side to begin with. I didn't comment, didn't text, didn't call. I just sat there, and something in me turned to ash. The next day, I didn't show up to work. Or the day after that. I pulled the curtains shut, ignored calls. I couldn't even look at the coffee table where our wedding invites still sat in a neat pile. A week ago I was stuffing envelopes while she hummed and folded them with me. And then I remembered something. The gift registry. It was still live. I typed in the site. Our names popped up, except the title had changed. It no longer said Noah and Grace's wedding. It just said Grace and E. She hadn't even tried to hide it. She updated it. They were using my planning, my timeline, my goddamn color scheme, the same honeymoon location I had paid the deposit for. I should explain something. I wasn't rich. I was a software engineer freelancing for startups. Grace, on the other hand, came from a well-off family in Charleston. Her dad was the kind of man who ordered for the whole table and called waiters champ. I always thought she liked that I was grounded, real. Maybe I was just convenient. When she first said yes to me, her parents weren't thrilled, but I bent over backwards to make it work, invited them over, paid for everything I could, took on a second contract just to afford the wedding she wanted. I thought if I gave her everything, she'd stay. Instead, she gave me to someone else. It wasn't until Thursday that I finally called someone. My sister, Natalie. She picked up on the second ring. I didn't say anything at first, just breathed. And then I cracked. I told her everything. She didn't interrupt, just listened as I said the words out loud for the first time. She's on our honeymoon, Nat, with Eli. Her voice didn't shake. She just said, "Come home." By Friday, I was on a train headed to our old town. Natalie picked me up at the station and drove me straight to our parents' house. I hadn't been back in almost a year. My dad hugged me tighter than I expected. My mom cried. It wasn't until after dinner that Natalie sat me down. "There's something you don't know," she said. I looked up. "What?" She opened her laptop, typed in a password, pulled up a folder labeled Grace and Eli, screenshots. My heart stopped. "Where did you get these?" "I didn't. Someone sent them to me, anonymously, but I traced the IP. I blinked. "You what?" Natalie worked in cybersecurity. She was 10 times smarter than me and twice as suspicious. She clicked on the first image. It was a photo of Grace and Eli, together, at a bar, Dated 7 months ago. Keep going, she said. I scrolled. Photo after photo, restaurant receipts, hotel bookings, even a chat log between Eli and someone saved as G. They'd been sleeping together behind my back for almost a year. Worse? Some of these were from when Grace and I were in couples therapy. I felt like I was going to be sick, but Natalie wasn't done. Look at this one, she said, opening a screenshot of an email draft. It was written from Grace's email account, addressed to Eli. Noah's such a good guy. I feel awful, but I also feel trapped. I wish he'd just find out already. I don't have the guts. And this one. Let's wait until after the wedding money comes in, then we figure it out. Wait. What wedding money? I asked. Natalie gave me a look that nearly shattered me. Noah, she took out a credit card in your name, had been using it for the wedding expenses, then cashed out some of the gifts already. I couldn't breathe. She hadn't just left me, she scammed me. And suddenly, everything clicked. The sudden disappearance. The radio silence. She was never scared. She was never in danger. She was planning it, and she had help. From the one person I called my brother. I didn't cry that night. I made a plan, and for once, I didn't care if it was petty. I didn't sleep that night either. Not because of grief. That was gone. What kept me awake was the rage I couldn't put down. It didn't roar. It hummed. Low, electric, surgical. I wasn't going to blow up. I was going to cut them out like cancer. Saturday morning, I opened a new bank account under a different name. Natalie helped me secure my credit report and flag fraud on the joint account Grace and I had set up. Then, I went through every wedding receipt I'd kept, deposits, down payments, even airline bookings. I started listing them one by one. The total was nearly $34,000. Then came the registry fraud. We found 3 items marked claimed by people who'd sent us physical cards saying they hadn't bought anything yet. That's when it hit me. Grace had marked the gifts claimed herself, resold them, and pocketed the difference. I filed a police report. It wasn't easy. Financial fraud in a relationship is murky, but Natalie helped me phrase everything right. Her screenshots? Gold. Still, I knew the legal process would take time. So I moved to Plan B. The one thing Grace and Eli never saw coming? Me playing quiet. I'd always been the calm one, the fixer, the peacekeeper. That made me invisible, which made me dangerous. I created a fake account. Name, Marcus Thorne. Bio, wedding planner, transparency advocate, recovering nice guy. Then I made a Medium blog, posted everything anonymously, with redacted documents, blurred screenshots, and a full timeline. I never used their names. Never once. But anyone from our circle could connect the dots. The post went viral locally within 48 hours. Someone tagged Eli's company. Another tagged Grace's old wedding planner, who DM'd the post to their entire vendor network. I didn't stop there. I contacted the Airbnb they stayed at. Yes, Natalie traced the booking, and sent them proof the stay was charged on a fraudulent card. They were blacklisted. Their wedding photographer? I reached out and told her she'd been paid with a card I never authorized. She refunded me and sent a takedown request for all the honeymoon pictures Grace had posted with her watermark cropped out. Then came the final piece. The save the date list. I still had all the emails. I exported them. Sent one message to everyone. Her family, mine, our mutual friends. Hey, you probably heard about Grace's disappearance. Turns out she wasn't missing. She was just in Bora Bora, with my best friend. I'm doing okay now, and I'm getting my life back. If you gifted anything, check your statements. Some refunds might be coming. I didn't accuse, I didn't rant, I just laid it bare. That's when people started turning. Grace's cousin, the one who'd stayed silent when she vanished, messaged me. She said Grace had lied to the entire family, told them I had been controlling, that I was obsessed, and she was afraid of me. Same lie Eli had whispered to his friends, but now that the receipts were public, they couldn't hide behind it anymore. Grace lost 2 brand deals in a week. She was trying to become a lifestyle influencer. Eli's firm put him on probation pending investigation into character conduct clauses. And me? I finally slept. The next week I got a call. Unknown number, Charleston area code. I picked up, stayed quiet. It was Grace. Noah, she said. What did you do? I didn't answer. She kept going. I'm being harassed. People are sending me threats. My mom cried. What do you want from me? And that's when I finally spoke. Nothing, I said. I wanted closure. But then I realized you don't give closure. You give lies. She was silent. So I finished. You can keep the sand. Keep the liar. Keep the poison you brewed together. But you don't get to keep my name, my money, or my silence. Then I hung up. I thought it would hurt. It didn't. It felt like slamming a door on a burning room. And this time, I wasn't the one locked inside.